Hi drummers, I want to share another quick tip with you today about stickings, specifically a process that I use to learn a new sticking. Step number one, learn the sticking, verbalize the sticking. I'm going to use our voice a lot. Let's take everyone's favorite rudiment, the paradiddle. First, say the pattern while you play it. Use your voice, very important. Right, left, 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 right. Next, pick a subdivision. Quarter notes, eighth notes, triplets, and 16th notes are your four basics. Let's pick eighth notes to start. Play the pattern, but say the rhythm this time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Next step, say just the number, no subdivision. So in this case, we're taking away the ands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, be able to feel the beat without having to say it. Notice how I'm bobbing my head to feel the beat. More on that in another quick tip later. So that rhythm was pretty easy. Let's try another one. How about triplets, something a little weirder? First, we already know the pattern, so let's try it in this new subdivision. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Like I said, very important, use your voice. Next, take away the subdivisions, only count the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, try to feel the beat and play the pattern. No matter the sticking, this is the same process that I use. Let's try this example with another sticking. One of my favorites, the Patafla-Fla, just because it has a funny name. First, the pattern. Flam, left, right, flam, flam, left, right, flam, flam. Flams, you could also say both, left, right, both, left, right, both. Next, let's put it in a subdivision. How about 16th notes? 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. Next, no subdivisions, just the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Next, feel the beat, keeping track of the beat in your mind and playing the pattern. Test for not counting, you should be able to start the count at any place. That's a real good test to know that you're aware of where the time is, like this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Anyway, I hope this tip helped you. This process helped me a lot when learning stickings and making them usable, getting them off the pad. Starting on a pad, but when you can play them in rhythm, it's much easier to take them to the drum set. Anyway, take care, have a nice day, hope you're safe. Hi drummers, I wanted to share a quick tip with you today about rebound, or bounce. I see a lot of students when practicing rebound for the first time use a lot of velocity, something like this. This helps you get the bounce, but it doesn't really test your fingers and your control. So here's something to try. Practice bounces with the least amount of velocity possible, something like this. Hopefully you can see the difference. To me, it feels like I'm just letting my hand drop and I'm really having to focus on opening my fingers at the correct time. So they stay with the stick and allow the bottom of the stick to come away from the palm. That's really where the rebound comes from, not the tip. The bottom of the stick coming away from your hand, creating the seesaw that everyone talks about, or a fulcrum. Anyway, I hope this tip helped you. Try to add in practicing some bounces with little velocity, really test the strength of your fingers and the timing and control of your fingers. Take care. Hey drummers, I want to share a quick tip today about building hand speed. Speed is a byproduct of control and relaxation and familiarity. One of the things that I find that I was missing was the understanding of what part of my body I was using. When you're building speed, what you're actually doing is building multiple muscle groups that have different jobs. So as an example, with your arm, top of your forearm pulls your hand up, bottom of your forearm pulls your hand down. Speed is actually coming from switching between these two muscle groups quickly and efficiently. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down,
If you've ever felt your hand feel like it tightens up when you try to play something fast, lock out, that's because both muscle groups are firing at the same time. Start slow, think about your ups and downs, and the more that you get the ups and downs back and forth efficient, the quicker your hands will get. Anyway, take care.
Hey drummers, I want to share another quick tip with you today that kind of also doubles as a rant. Very quick backstory. I was watching a Q&A video the other day of a very respected drummer, not going to mention any names, and one of the students asked a question, do you count? And the response was, I never count. And this is something that I want people to watch out for, especially people who are new to a certain skill. Someone who's been playing for 50 years probably doesn't count anymore. Someone who hasn't done that work yet needs to. Right? We all have to start somewhere. If you've been doing a skill of any kind for multiple decades, you probably don't do the nitpicky stuff. But we all have to start somewhere. So my quick tip, my advice, if you have trouble counting, be able to count. Once you're able to do it, don't do it. If you have trouble thinking about stickings or certain patterns, focus on practicing the pattern, saying the pattern, trying it in rhythm, counting out loud, doing all these things. Eventually, they will become second nature. And then you won't have to think about it so much anymore. You won't have to use your conscious thought so much anymore. Something interesting that I've found out of many of the world-renowned drummers that I've talked to, a lot of them that have been playing since they were very young, almost seems like they forgot what being new to something was, doing something that they've never done before. They may work on things now, but it's probably been a long time since they were new to a basic idea like counting. This is another quick tip maybe for people who are aspiring music teachers. Remember what it was like when you couldn't do something. Remember what it was like when you were brand new to a skill. It will allow you to bring more empathy to your students when they're struggling with something that may seem easy to you. Anyway, there's my rant. I hope everyone is safe and well, getting ready for this holiday season, slightly different holiday season than normal. Anyway, take care. Hey drummers, I want to share another quick tip with you today about rhythm or timing. The three parts of drumming are what do we play, how do we play it, and when do we play it. That's it. What we play is tangible, we can see it. How we play is tangible, we can see it. The when we play is more of a concept. It's not something that we can see. So to make it real, you can do a couple of different things. Two main ones that I use a lot are counting and body motion. For today, I want to focus on body motion. So what is body motion? When you're playing a groove, most of the time we can bob on a beat. If you listen to your favorite song, we kind of bob our head naturally on the beat. So if we can play something and relate to the groove physically, teach ourselves how to do that, to coordinate that, playing something and then not getting lost while moving. It helps us lock into where the beat is. Now, doing this with grooves, it's pretty simple. Just try to do it with fills as well. That's a really tricky thing to do. Maybe something like this. Anyway, I hope this tip helps you. Give it a try. It's a fun thing to make yourself dance while you play, and it really helps your timing. Take care. Have a nice day. Hey drummers, happy holidays. I want to share one final quick tip with you this year. And it's going to be about rhythm, specifically counting. A lot of drummers struggle with counting, and I think that's because a lot of drummers don't know what the purpose of counting is. Think of counting like a map, except rather than a map we can see, it's a map we can hear. Now, counting isn't one thing. There's many different ways to count. A good starting place with counting, if you're learning a new groove, let's say, count the whole grid of subdivisions. If you have a 16th note bass groove, count 16th notes. Maybe something like this. 1 E end to 2 E end to 3 E end to 4 E end to 1 E end to 2 E end to 3 E end to 4 E end to 1 E end to 2 E end to 3 E end to 4 E end to 1 E end to 2 E end to 3 E end to 4 E end to 1 E end to 2 E end to 3 E end to 4 E end to 1. Now it's important to know that that's one way to count. It isn't the only way to count. There's many ways to count, just like there are many different kinds of techniques. I personally like to use counting all the subdivisions as a great place to start when working on a new groove. A stepping stone I always try to reach with grooves is being able to play anything and eventually let the subdivisions go. What the hell does that mean? So if you're counting 16th notes, maybe you start by saying 1 E enda, 2 E enda, 3 E enda, 4 E enda. Eventually you want to be able to count the E endas in your head. Something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Having the coordination to say the beat out loud only and play any kind of groove lets us focus on the part that matters. Where's the pulse? Personally, I think that this is a more important thing than practicing with a metronome. Don't kid me, practicing with a metronome is important, but I think that this is a greater step to building an internal metronome first and then using an actual metronome to help with the steady timing rather than using the metronome to build pulse awareness. I think the best way to have pulse awareness is by being able to count the beat and play whatever it is you're playing. As I said already, there are many ways to count. Different ways of counting can help with certain skills or building certain skills. Think of counting as a tool for when you get stuck. It's also something you want to just be able to do. If you can't count out loud, you can't count in your head. You have to be able to do it out loud first. These two ways of counting, counting all the subdivisions and counting just the beat, are the two ones I use the most. So try to use those, see if they can help you. Remember, if you've never done it before, it's probably gonna suck. It's okay, it did for me too when I started. Keep trying, slow things down, break things apart if you need to, but whatever you play, be able to at least count the beat. That's it for today. I hope this tip helped you. Happy holidays, stay safe. It'll be nice to end this crazy year off and hopefully start the next year with some new positive energy. Take care. Thanks so much.